Rain poured heavily that night, turning the streets into rivers of reflection and despair. Daniel, a single father working double shifts as a paramedic, was driving home after a long, exhausting day. His daughter Lily was waiting for him with her usual bedtime story. But fate had other plans. As his headlights cut through the storm, he noticed a car wreck by the side of the road, twisted metal, shattered glass, and a faint flicker of movement inside. Without a second thought, Daniel pulled over and rushed toward the wreckage. Inside, he found a woman trapped, bleeding but conscious. Her face was pale, her breathing uneven. "Stay with me," Daniel said, his voice steady despite the chaos around them. She tried to speak but winced in pain. "You're going to be okay." Using his training, he stabilized her as best he could until the ambulance arrived. Only later did he learn her name, Clara Reynolds, the CEO of a major tech company. Over the next few weeks, Daniel visited Clara at the hospital to check on her recovery. What started as duty soon became something else. Clara, usually surrounded by corporate walls and polished people, found comfort in his genuine kindness. He told her about Lily, the little girl who was his whole world. And Clara smiled for the first time in weeks. In her hospital room, laughter began to replace the sound of machines. When Clara was discharged, she invited Daniel and Lily to a small thank-you dinner. Lily's innocence melted Clara's guarded nature. They talked, laughed, and shared stories until it felt like they'd known each other for years. But as their bond deepened, Clara grew afraid. She had built her life around control and power. Love had always been a weakness in her eyes. The fear of vulnerability whispered that she didn't deserve this simple, honest happiness. Daniel noticed her hesitation. One evening, he gently said, "You're not the woman I saved that night. You're stronger now. Don't let fear steal what you've already survived." His words struck something deep within her. Clara realized that love wasn't a threat. It was a lifeline, just like the one Daniel had offered her in that storm. Months later, under the soft glow of sunset, Daniel and Clara stood hand in hand while Lily chased butterflies nearby. The storm that had once brought fear had now led them to love. They didn't know what the future would hold, but they had each other, and sometimes that was more than enough.